Have you ever noticed how people will travel halfway across the world to experience a completely new culture, only to lock themselves inside a glass skyscraper that looks exactly like the one they left behind?
It is the ultimate paradox of modern relocation. You land in this wildly vibrant metropolis, yet so many end up trapped in a sterile bubble, surrounded by luxury high-rises where everyone speaks your language and pays a premium for imported coffee. But if you actually want to touch the soul of a city, you have to trade the penthouse elevator for the alleyway.
Exactly. And that is what we are mapping out today. How do you actually live in the heartbeat of a place without sacrificing your lifestyle? Let's look at the real reality of living locally. If you step just outside the glitz of the financial center, you hit the 3rd district. It feels like walking into a living novel, doesn't it?
It really does. It is the sophisticated, intellectual older sibling to the downtown chaos. You have these massive ancient trees forming a literal roof over old French villas. You can be a 3-minute ride from the absolute center of town, take a quick turn down a hidden path, and suddenly you are sipping traditional cloth-filtered coffee from a family who has been brewing it the exact same way for decades. But it makes you wonder, in an era of relentless hyperdevelopment, how long can a peaceful, creative enclave like that actually survive?
That is the million-dollar question. It feels like a fragile ecosystem, but maybe some people want a bit more friction, a bit more raw energy. If that first neighborhood is pure poetry, heading east toward the city's food capital is like stepping into a high-speed kaleidoscope. You bypass the massive luxury developments, and suddenly you are in this around-the-clock maze of authentic local life.
Oh, absolutely. That area is entirely unpretentious. You are navigating pathways so tight you practically have to hold your breath to squeeze a scooter through, which then magically widen into lively courtyards smelling of grilled pork and midnight street snacks. It forces you to interact. You cannot be anonymous there. The locals will treat you like family by your second visit. Isn't that communal reliance something we have completely engineered out of Western urban planning?
We traded community for convenience, without a doubt. And if you really want to see that communal spirit in its most unapologetic form, you cross the bridge into the old Port District. It used to be notorious, but now it is the undisputed street food capital.
It is gritty, dense, and beautifully chaotic. Your Tuesday night isn't a quiet streaming session on the couch. It is perched on a miniature plastic stool on the pavement, cracking open sizzling local seafood while neon lights reflect off the wet asphalt. It is a total sensory overload. But it raises a deeper philosophical point. Are we, as outsiders, just romanticizing working-class neighborhoods for our own entertainment?
That is a brilliant point. There is a very fine line between appreciating authenticity and consuming it as an aesthetic. Choosing to live in these neighborhoods means accepting them as they are, not demanding they adapt to our comfort. You are stepping into their world, not the other way around.
Precisely. The true pulse of a city is never found in a generic mall food court. It lives in the alleys where everyday life unfolds with immense pride and flavor. It is about finding your corner in the chaos and realizing that the grit is exactly what makes the pearl.
Beautifully said. It makes you wonder, as these skylines keep rising globally, will the next generation even know what that real alleyway culture feels like? Or are we experiencing the golden twilight of the authentic metropolis? Something to chew on next time you find yourself reaching for the comfort of the familiar.